Are you guys even ready for these 0 minutes?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dofia and this tutorial is going to be on how I achieve glossy, radiant, dewy skin finish. If you like to see how I achieve that, keep on watching. In the meantime, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Let's get right into the tutorial.
So guys, part of this tutorial is a voiceover because I had technical issues while filming, so apologies for the mix and match. We're starting off this tutorial with skin prep, and I'm going in with this Ciciglam rosewater for a boost of hydration. And then I'm going in with this moisturizer from Tilbury. It's called your Magic Cream. It's my third time using this, and I think I like it. It gives a decent amount of moisture. However, though, it's called a Magic Cream. I'm yet to see the magic shower. And to moisturize my eye area, I'll be going in with this Lancome Gelific Eye Cream, and I'll be patting products in with my ring finger. And for more moisture and radiance, I'll be going in with this MAC Strobe Cream. This is just like a regular face illuminator. This just gives you radiance and that glow from within. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like strobe cream have been around for a long time. They should be like the elder sisters to our common, face illuminators right now. You see how radiant my skin is looking. To prime, I'll be using the Smashbox primer, and I'll be using a synthetic brush to apply the product on the areas where I have textured skin, which is majorly my cheeks and my forehead. This silicone primer just smoothens out, that texturedness, if there's a word like that. And I'm sealing all that moisture in with this refreshing mist from Fentybeauty. My skin is prepped and juiced up. Now to conceal and correct, I'll be going in with this blackopal stick foundation in amber, and I'm just warming that product at the back of my hands. I like to do this process with my hands because I just feel like I can control the product better that way. And I particularly like the shade amber because it's got like a red undertone to it, so it just conceals and evens out my complexion effortlessly without doing too much. I'm pushing that product into areas that I've got like dark spots and hyperpigmentation, and I'm just blending out completely with my hands. For days where I don't want to wear a full face of foundation, this is just enough for me. Like look at how evened out my skin is already. And then I'm going over that again with the same refreshing mist from Fenty. Now to foundation, I'm using the Nubanbeauty in my skin foundation, and here I'm using two shades. I'm making two portions of the W8 on the pan, and I'm mixing one of the portions with L3. The first time I wore this foundation, W8 was too dark, so mixing both together this way just gives me my perfect blend. And here I'm applying the portion I mixed at the center of my face, like so. And then the darker shade, which is W8, I'm putting that around the perimeter of my face. We're going to blend all that in, and I want you guys to please pay attention because we're about to experience magic that was birthed out of Nigeria together. Like, do you see that coverage? Do you see that radiance? Do you see how silky and how smooth that foundation is blending into my skin? I've worn this 4 times and I stay impressed every single time. Okay, like, come closer guys. Do you see what I'm seeing?
Alright guys, so before we continue with the tutorial, I just wanted to say a few things about the Nubanbeauty foundation that I just used. Nubanbeauty is a Nigerian brand that was founded by the reputable makeup artist Flawless by Jane and Stella Dekile. This In My Skin foundation was created in 2019, and it was formulated to be a silky, lustrous, skin-like finish foundation, which is said to be suitable for all skin types. In my opinion, I would say it's more suited for people with dry, normal to combination skin. However, because the formula is very flexible, if you have oily skin, you can definitely still wear it as long as you prep right. When I first wore this foundation, I gave my review on Instagram, and 80% of the feedbacks I got were good. They loved it. However, there were 20% who weren't satisfied, and the major complaint was oxidation. That's what I really want to talk about now. I quickly add here that If a product gets like 80% authentic hearsay slash good reviews, that's already a pass mark. Because let's be real, nothing in life is 100% or can be 100%. However, the 20% who aren't satisfied should not be neglected, because they are also consumers and clients, and their feedbacks are equally important, because as a brand it helps you to know what areas to work on and also helps you to know how to help them. Since the major complaint here is oxidation, I'm going to address that and give you tips that can help. First of all, what is oxidation? Oxidation in simple terms is when the product changes color on your skin over the course of the day. Technically, it turns orangey or shades darker. And this happens when the oils and pigments in the product mixes up with your skin's natural oil, the acidity level of your skin and humidity in the air. I for one didn't experience oxidation, and from this simple definition it makes sense why some people might experience oxidation and some others won't. And that's because everybody's skin type is different. From that simple definition, we understand here that if you naturally have oily skin, the chances for this foundation to oxidize on you is high compared to someone with like dry, normal or combination skin. So my first tip is, if you have oily skin and you use a Nubanbeauty foundation but it oxidizes on you, you want to make sure that you use a mattifying primer. A primer will serve as a barrier between your skin and the foundation. It will keep the oil at bay and then relatively extend the wearability of this foundation. Also, you want to make sure that you set with powder and use a good setting spray. A good example of one of my favorite setting spray for combo to oily skin is the All Nighter by Urban Decay. Another factor that causes oxidation is when the product is exposed to light and air. So tip 2, you want to make sure to store your foundation in a place that light will not directly hit it, and you want to make sure that it is properly closed. And that's one thing again I like about the Nubanbeauty foundation. I like how it's packaged. It makes storage very easy. I like how it comes in this tube like thing. I don't know what to call it. So that way your foundation doesn't just drop or it's not like exposed. You have to literally press it for the foundation to come out. That way you're certain that it won't just spill and it's not opened to air. It's going to take a lot for air to enter this. So this next tip isn't one that I particularly go for, but it works for some people. If you are a W8 at first swatch in the Nubanbeauty shade range, you'd want to go for a shade lighter. So if over time it oxidizes down to your normal skin color or skin shade. Another factor that causes oxidation is expired product. So if you have any product that oxidizes, you want to check for that. I know for a fact that this Nubanbeauty foundation is not expired, because on the pack it states the production date and the expired dates right there. I don't know if my camera will pick it up. It says the production date and the expired dates right there. It says it was produced August 2019 and should not expire till August 2022. I have no reason to doubt what is on this pack. I know Nubanbeauty will not do us like that. I mean, Nubanbeauty will do us like that. No. So those are the tips I have for anyone who currently has a Nubanbeauty foundation and is experiencing oxidation with it. Also, let me say this because I got a feedback from somebody saying, for real, it oxidizes and I think the product needs to be improved. Don't get me wrong, there's always room for improvement on anything because nothing can be 100% like I said earlier. But the fact that the product oxidizes does not make it bad or does not mean that's the reason for it to be improved. Your favorite Lancome Tint Idol foundation oxidizes and is still one of the best foundations out there. I personally love Lancome Tint Idol foundation, but before I got that foundation, I was very reluctant until I spoke to a makeup artist friend of mine, Obianuju, who told me how to make the foundation work, and so far, I haven't had any issues with the foundation. So sometimes we shouldn't be quick to condemn a product. It might just be us that needs to learn how to, work with a certain product. So having said that, let's jump right back into the tutorial.
But that review was long, small, shall. But I hope you got the message, guys. Yeah, I'm just highlighting where I usually highlight, and I'm using the Cosmetics concealer in the shade medium to do that. And I'm blending that out with the same beauty sponge that we used earlier for foundation. And I'm looking a bit blown out right now, but don't worry, it will all come together nicely. For powder, I'm going in with the MSF powder in dark, and I'm just setting under my eyes and around my mouth and basically around the areas that I highlighted. blush time, and I'm using my MAC Cosmetics lipstick in Lady Danger as a cream blush, and I'm applying that on the apples of my cheek and blending that out with the same beauty sponge. Taking my ABH powder to set my under eye area, you know, just for more security. You don't want no moving, you don't want no creasing, and I'm pushing that product into my skin. Now to bring back life to my skin, I'm going in with this Fenty bronzer in Mocha Mami, you know, to bronze and slightly sculpt my face. Me telling you I was going to fix my lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. That was quick. So with the same brush that I use in applying the loose powder, I'm taking that same brush and I'm just pressing off the remaining powder that may be left upon my skin after all of that behind, you know, the camera, and I'm just pushing the excess back into my skin. I'm not swiping, I'm not sweeping. And then to set all that in place, I'm going in with the Morphebrushes container spray, you know, just to bring back the dew. And I fast forwarded the lips because I just wanted to keep this video focused on skin. And now I'm going in with Yangabeauty's loose highlighter in shade, and I love this highlighter. It just melts into my skin. Oof, I'm beaming. I'm setting all that again with the Morphe spray, and this part is optional. I'm just being extra with the ABH shimmer oil. And that's it, guys. This is the finished look, and we've come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks. And please do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.